Disclaimer, the following video is an archived livestream that aired on Twitch God knows how long ago, and as of this upload, the game being featured is currently complete. Therefore, any comments in regards to immediate changes will be null and void, as all stream events are essentially set in stone. Aside from that, enjoy the video. Oh, and we're live, so welcome everybody, good to see you. Welcome to the Metroid Prime livestream. Dan's joining me once again, so hi to you, Dan, thank you for tuning in.
Whoa! Woo!
He's happy because of Mass Effect.
Yeah, I am. I am so happy. So happy. And obviously, I have to let's play that on my channel. I have to.
Well, of course.
Of course. Amazing.
It's, I mean, lots of people, I remember lots of people really love the Mass Effect series. Ugh. Thank you. Oh, well, Wolffox, well, mate, good to see you.
Yeah.
Just wait for everybody to tune in. And I apologise for the setup, ladies and gentlemen. This is a little bit awkward. I'm playing a Wii game, so I need the sensor bar here, and I need to be able to point at the screen and make sure the sensitivity is good enough so it doesn't go fidgeting everywhere. So, yeah. Carter, well, mate, good to see you. This is better than the Resident Evil 4 one, where I was literally in the corner of the room. Ugh. Just, I don't have all the space in the world, and when you play on the Wii, you need space, unless it's one of those games where you can, like Radiant Dawn, I just use the classic controller. So yeah, but this is Metroid. Zach, Dark Magician, well, mate, good to see you. Yeah, so this has been a new experience for Dan. He's never actually seen the Metroid Prime, but he's heard good things.
Yeah, I've heard good things.
Yeah, we're playing the Trilogy version as well.
Like you hear a lot about it, and Prime's like one of the games like I want to play. Like the Trilogy, obviously, I want to play. Metroids are like some of the Metroid games I've wanted to like play because obviously I've heard like good things about quite a few of them, but just never got around to it.
Yep. Also, Dragwiz, Ziggy, Sarah, and Horse Holtman. Well, mate, good to see you. And yeah, well, hopefully we'll get a fourth. Because there's been a lot of news that Retro are actually hiring like proper professionals, like people who've worked on like Borderlands and stuff to make the game. So that's a good sign.
That is.
Because again, Metroid is one of those IPs where it's like you can't after RM and after Federation Force, you can't really fuck up one more time.
Yeah.
MC Hudat and Phase on Edge. Phase on Edge, perfect. Warmet, good to see you. Okay. So yeah, also we're playing the Trilogy version because the Metroid Prime was originally on the Gamecube. I'm playing the Metroid Prime Trilogy version, which, by the way, if you're wondering, yes, I own the physical copy of it. Hooray! You can get it. It's funny though. You can get the Metroid Prime Trilogy on the Wii U Virtual Console for £18, which is a fucking steal. Well, I say that until they eventually release it on the Switch.
Yeah, might just wait for that, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't blame you. So anyway, alright, let's get started. So, welcome back to the Metroid series. So, we're doing Metroid Prime, released in 2002, originally for the Gamecube. What I'm doing today is the Metroid Prime Trilogy. And the story behind the trilogy is, in Japan, alright, there was this thing that Nintendo did called New Play Control, where they re-released Wii games, but with Wii Control. Effectively being... Thank you very much and well met. Where they'd re-release Gamecube games, but with Wii controls. Mario Power Tennis got it, both Pikmin games got it. In Japan, Metroid Prime 1 and 2 got it. Ironically, where the country where Metroid is at its worst in terms of sales. So, when it came to the US or the Western shores, they said, fuck it, let's put 1, 2, and 3, because 3 was built with the Wii, was exclusive to the Wii and was built with the Wii controls in mind. Let's just put them all together into a trilogy, so we have the Metroid Prime Trilogy. It was a limited release, but it's Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3 with Metroid Prime 3's control styles, and it's one of the best compilations ever, because each of these games are some of the best games ever made. So yeah, good deal. Good luck trying to get it physically though. Dark Ridge, well mate, good to see you. And it's going well. Yeah, good luck trying to get it physically because Nintendo.
Yeah.
They were pulling through Super Mario All-Stars before Super Mario All-Stars.
Yeah,
so this graphic right here, this is just the inside. This is actually the inside of Samus's arm cannon. So yeah. For those wondering, so this is on the Wii U. I'm playing on the Wii U because high resolution. I beat all 3 games on all difficulties multiple times on the Wii. I didn't play as much on the Wii U, just for the beta. So we're going to start in a brand new slot because by doing so, when we scan stuff, it'll be fresh and new because I've already beaten the games. If I play them again, if I try scanning, then it will already be like showing it. It's just not as interesting. So yeah, we've got options, extras, play Metroid Prime 2 Echoes multiplayer, play single player. So we're going to start with Metroid Prime. So we've got 1, 2, yeah, we're going to start with Metroid Prime, and we're going to do it on normal. Veteran is hard mode, normal is normal mode. Just play on normal.
Oh, no. Just...
Good times.
Ooh.
So, Metroid Prime was the first 3D Metroid game, because Metroid didn't get a 3D game on the Nintendo 64. Smash Bros. Doesn't count. She was in Smash Bros, but there wasn't an actual Metroid game, because they didn't know what to do with Metroid. How do you take, like, a explorative 2D atmospheric platformer and make it 3D? And the development of Metroid Prime is very interesting, because this game shifted to first-person perspective. No one thought, what are you doing? First-person shooters are like action-based. Why are you doing this? This is awful. Everyone thought Metroid Prime was going to fail. And then it came out, and it's the most successful Metroid game of all time.
Universe, the history of humanity.
Yeah.
Well, so yeah, we get an opening narration, just like foreshadowing the events of what's to come. It's only in the European version, though. The US version doesn't have this opening narration for some reason. I don't know.
There is one light.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because like Metro games are more about like their exploration, their atmosphere, more than their actual story. Other end doesn't count. But
they're all about visual storytelling, atmosphere, exploration, all that jazz. They're all about the environment and the world. And Metroid Prime is pretty much that. It takes the world of Metroid and puts it in first person. But just because it's first person, there's not a lot of action in this game. It's more about how the first person view like really engulfs you into the atmosphere and into the world, and that's why Metroid Prime is so fantastic. Because it's literally it's basically Super Metroid in 3D, but the first person actually enhances the experience rather than takes away. Which you think would be odd, because the genre is all about action, but it's like, no, we're actually gonna, So they actually did something really well. So yeah, we get this opening cutscene, and this is like Samus 3D, and oh my god, one thing I've got to say, this is a Gamecube game, and it still looks fucking phenomenal, man. Like, it is aged so well. But something that's like semi-realistic. I love it. Prime Trilogy was, because of Other M, the Prime series is an alternate continuity. It was kicked out of canon, but before that, Prime series took place between Metroid 1 and 2. So yeah, here we are with Samus Aran. So yeah, shifts into first person, and here we go. Oh, actually, I forgot. Did I do options? Sorry, I've got to. Oh, no. I forgot to do options, because one of the things you can do is you can set the sensitivity to simple, normal, and advanced. Advanced is the best in terms of smoothness, because I'll tell you right now, next to mouse and keyboard, Metroid Prime has the Metroid Prime series has the best first-person shooting control scheme. Straight up. It is absolutely beautiful. So you just aim, point, shoot, and all that jazz.
Ooh.
Yeah. Alright, so something that was new for the Metroid Prime, what really ingrained in the experience, the scan visors. So what you can do is you can look around the area and scan for these objects to get a better understanding of what's going on. It's also used for like puzzle solving and figuring out enemy weak spots. Now, scan visor really helps in this game, really helps to ingrain you in the atmosphere, because you get to a real understanding of your surroundings. And not only that, but it also you get extra lore. The scan visor is how you find out everything about this game. It's optional in most areas, mandatory in some, but it's just another way of just enhancing the experience. Because again, the game is just it's just, again, just look at this game. It's just so, you can see it's so empty right now, but you can just see like the floating asteroids, the space station. Oh, it is beautiful. Metroid Prime is just beautiful. Which is funny, because first time I played this game, I didn't even like it. Yeah, so again, just scan the environment, just see the stuff. I mean, it's one of those things, just because Metroid Prime is very open-ended, so I was very confused about where the hell I was meant to go.
Yeah. That's funny, is like games you hate as like kids, or like games you hate at first, you're like, then you play it again and you absolutely love. It's quite funny. I always find that interesting. I'm trying to think of like a game that was like that for me. Like a game that I hated at first, but now I absolutely love.
I mean, I was like that with Monster Hunter. I couldn't stand it the first time I played it. Also, an interesting thing that Metroid Prime does, you see the doors? They're actually load times. Basically, you shoot a door and you wait for it to finger, and then basically if it hasn't opened, it means it's loading the next area. Very, very, very interesting transition. I think that's really cool. So yeah, so we're currently on the Frigate Orphan, which is like this small space station that's been destroyed. And we're just like searching around the remains because, again, distress signal, all that jazz. Because, Samus is always a distress signal, and she's a bounty hunter, quote unquote.
Yeah. She never hunts anyone as like a she's supposed to be a bounty hunter, but she doesn't hunt anyone down.
Well, except
That's
for
why I
Metroid
was
Prime
fine.
Hunters, she doesn't, yeah. Most of her stuff
Yeah.
is more like go in and destroy the space pirates or do something the Galactic Federation asked you to do. It's like,
Yeah.
she's practically an employee.
Yeah.
There's
I reckon they
this
came
one
up with
guy,
the
"Hey, this
backstory
guy's
for,
still
like-
alive." No, he ain't.
I was like, I was going to say that she probably Nintendo probably called her bounty hunter because they thought it sounded cool instead of like employee of the Galactic Federation.
Yeah. Well, Bounty Hunter always does sound better. Why do you think, why do you think the Mandalorians are so cool?
Oh, hey, Gabe.
Alright, Epic Gabriel File. Well, mate, good to see you. Yeah, so again, I'm just again, the game really wants you to scan the environment to get an idea of like stuff like that. So obviously, it's like, here, if you shoot a missile, this will blow up the debris. Missiles, right? Yes. Oh wait, no, it's charge beam. My bad. There we go. Yeah. Again, the game is smooth. Running is a very smooth 60 FPS. It's smooth as butter. And at the end of the day, though, the thing is, though, it's still very much. And what's so good about this game is that it's still very much Metroid. You're going around, you're exploring environments. You're collecting power-ups, and you're just using them to progress further into said environments. Because again, it's the same thing, just in a new perspective. It actually helps to enhance the experience, and that's what jumping to 3D should be. Again, Metroid Prime did what Ocarina of Time did for Zelda, and what Mario 64 did for Mario. It's the same principle. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I will be 100% in this game because I'm very fond of this game. This is also, of all the Prime games, this is my favorite to speedrun. Because it's the most open-ended of the three. The other two are a bit more linear, but also a bit bigger. So here we go. Also, I hope you don't get used to these power-ups because in typical Metroid fashion, we're going to lose them in 10 minutes. And in one of the dumbest ways ever as well. Well, you mean wait, Zach, do you mean Metroid Dread? Because, yeah, we still got to wait for a Metroid game that comes out after we do. Also, this game came out the same day as Metroid Fusion. Man, what a year it was for Metroid back then. We got 2 Metroid games on the same day. What happened?
And now
What
we get
happened,
nothing.
Dad? What happened?
I have no idea.
Nintendo forgot about us. They remembered Fire Emblem was a thing, but they forgot about us.
Yeah. It's... Metroid is the modern day equivalent of Fire Emblem. Nintendo just forgotten about it.
Yeah.
It's the red-headed child of the Nintendo family.
Again, I'm not going to be scanning... Oh, yeah, this guy's still alive. So these are space pirates. Well, half-dead space pirates.
Ooh.
But again, more of the whole visual storytelling. You can tell experiments that were going on here. You can tell the space pirates are responsible. But again, alright, because the game is actually very light on story. Because again, a lot of it you don't figure out unless you actually scan the environment and stuff like that. It's very much in the whole visual. Yeah. Very much, yeah. And once again, all about the visual storytelling because Metroid. Just looking around, scanning this, that, and the other. Oh, hello. Again, another thing that really enhanced the Metroid experience is, is also like you'll notice that when certain effects go on, like if it's cold or if you blow up something. Samus was wearing Berserk armor. Oh god, please no. Again, the last thing we need is Berserk Samus. Well, actually, we get that in Metroid Prime 3 anyway. She goes hyper mode. But yeah, something about Metroid. Something about Metroid Prime that was also really cool was that if you like hold on, if I can do it here. Yeah, like again, the reflections and like on the HUD, like Samus HUD, like the lighting. Sometimes it gets smeared with bug guts, but again, it adds to that immersion. And sometimes you can actually see Samus's face if the lighting is just right. Again, it's just really nice attentions to detail. It's wonderful.
It's the little things sometimes.
Yeah. Also, raise of hands if we all thought the main character was called Metroid at first, and raise of hands we all thought it was a guy at first. Guilty. We're all guilty. Come on.
Yeah. When did they show Samus as as the female? Was it 2?
The first Metroid, actually. If you beat the game fast
Oh.
enough.
Oh right.
What if Samus was in 3 houses? Then here's the thing. If Samus was in 3 houses, then she would be in charge of she would be the one calling the shots.
Yeah.
Because she could just literally. The thing is, though, Samus is one of the most powerful Nintendo characters ever made. And she destroys giant monsters no, as part of her lunch break. It's like to Samus, Rey is just another boss. It's like whatever. It's like Rey, I'm the most powerful being in the world. Samus, super missile.
No, it's like to Samus, Rey is shiny Ridley.
Yeah, literally. Dude, Rey is nothing compared to Ridley. In terms of strength. Not to belittle Rey, I know she's strong, but Ridley's Ridley. Like, Ridley's... Yeah. Like, literally, they actually bring this another Rey, and Samus is, like, Ridley is so strong, Samus is the only, like, threat to him. Because he's general of the Space Pirates. And, but for some reason, he's not that good in Smash. See, I forgot the multiple. Yeah, that's,
I love using Ridley in Smash.
Oh, he's so much fun.
Well, it's his side B where he just grabs the opponent and grabs
and drags you across the floor. Like, get the fuck out my face. Also, yeah, so if you want to know, missiles, if you lock onto a target, missiles lock on and stuff like that. So, for the Metroid Prime trilogy specifically, obviously you've got free aiming because of the Wii Remote, but also, like, again, you can still lock on as normal, and if you lock onto a target and use missiles, they'll home. Something they added for the Metroid Prime trilogy is that if you go into Morph Ball and you've got the bombs, you can flick the remote to Morph Ball jump. You can never do that in the Gamecube version, which is actually quite a benefit for certain things because it makes certain puzzle solving a bit easier. But also, this is the thing, because we're playing on the trilogy version, we can't use certain exploits you can only use in the Gamecube version, so we can't get certain power-ups early, and the trilogy version is not the best version of speedrun. Because the Gamecube version, the original version, is a bit buggy, if you will. So it's like if you want the most solid, well-rounded experience of Metroid Prime, play the trilogy version. If you want to speedrun, you want the most optimal experience, play the original because it's a bit broken. So yeah, now we've got the first boss. If you might remember this in the Smash Bros. Stage, this is the Parasite Queen. Again, you look at this thing. See, this type of thing is something like a final boss you see in like Fire Emblem and like Samus. This is my first boss. And then Robin says, "Can I support you?" Could you imagine Morgan with Samus's power or Samus's genes? Yeah. So this is the first boss. So you have just shoot away. Yeah. Just go shoot between the barriers. Pretty much. Also, if you hold left and jump, you can strafe. Whoop! Shit. She's not. This Parasite Queen is not a difficult boss. Whoop. Again, there's still quite a bit of action in this game, not to the extent. Oh, she's dead. Not to the extent of most FPSs. This ain't no Doom. I'll tell you that much. This ain't no Doom.
That's where you should have streamed up Queen and just played some Doom.
I mean, Samus and the Doomslayer, man, they make for a good couple. And Doomslayer's the housewife.
Evacuate.
Yeah, so literally, as is Metroid tradition, we've destroyed this thing. Time for an escape sequence, and I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. We've got 7 minutes, so we're good. Yeah, again, this the intro to this is so fantastic because again it introduces you to a new world and new elements, but it's still very much Metroid. It's very much like the opening Super Metroid. You go to an abandoned ship, you kill a couple of space pirates, you get an idea of what's going on, you fight a boss, and you get the fuck out. That's what makes Metroid Prime so good, because everyone was so worried when they first heard about it. It's like, oh my god, they've screwed up Metroid, they're just going to turn it into a generic FPS and stuff. Whoa, that went me. God, that guy's actually got some explosive diarrhea. Everyone thought, oh no, they're going to ruin the series, they're going to forget what it's all about. But no, they transitioned it perfectly, and that's why Metroid Prime is so renowned. Like, it's heralded as one of the best games of all time, for a good reason. I mean, when it comes to, it's also a case of, when it comes to Metroid, when you say what's the best Metroid game, most people will say Prime or Super Metroid, and there's a damn good reason. Yeah, it seems like, again, that effect is beautiful. The bug guts just splatter on her visor. It's the little things. It really, really adds to the, to the experience. Sometimes, that's enough. I'm trying to check the chat at the same time. I'm trying to escape the self-destruct sequence and check the chat at the same time. Get the fuck out of here. And yeah, whenever you go into multiple mode, it goes into like a third-person perspective, because just easier to control.
Oh yeah, that'd be a nightmare to control if you're in first person.
Multiple. How the hell would you get so disorientated?
Yeah, you wouldn't even be able to see where you're going.
Yeah. Also, alright, something I've got to give massive kudos for is the soundtrack. I love Metroid Prime soundtrack. Because Prime 2 and 3 are solid, but not my favorites. Prime 1 is one of the best Metroid soundtracks ever. Because it does, again, it does the Metroid thing where it balances being catchy and atmospheric at the same time so beautifully. Oh, I just can't get enough of it. It is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. Also, again, I don't want to jump to any conclusions because, you know, like, I haven't played it. But we were talking about Mass Effect. I wouldn't be surprised if Mass Effect did take some inspiration from Metroid Prime in terms of, like, design and world. I mean, based on what you've seen so far, can you agree or attest to that?
It's odd because they're two very different.
Yeah, I know they're two very different games, but
I think the way they, I think it's the way they tell their stories is different as well. Because Mass Effect is very dialogue driven,
yes,
and it's very choice heavy. Some parts are not as much as others, but it's very choice heavy.
Oh, hey,
yes, it is very, very character driven, and Metroid is more of like Metroid is more about the journey than it is the story. If you get what I mean.
Yeah, definitely. Also, Ridley, where are you going? After Smash Brothers. I've been waiting so long, but couldn't get into Smash 4. So, yeah, grapple beam. We're going to use this once and then not use it for like 2/3 of the game. Alright, so we're getting up to that bit. The bit I'm talking about is, as much as I love this game, and it's typical of every Metroid, but the way you lose your power-ups is so fucking dumb. So you have to scan an elevator to activate it, and then random explosion happens, and oh boy, ouch, we get knocked against the wall, and because of that, because survived laser beams, we get knocked against the wall, and I've just lost my power-ups. I don't get it. So again, what is Samus's suit made out of? It's so flimsy. So yeah, we've literally lost everything. We can't even charge beam. We can't charge beam, we can't double jump, we can't missile, we can't even morph ball. I'm practically naked. Yeah, I also just love the architecture of this place. There's so much detail gone into this game. And it's just amazing that they will be able to do this on the Gamecube. This is an early Gamecube game, mind you. Oh, Storm, well, I could see you. Also, that would be hilarious. Sylvain trying to hit on Samus. So yeah, the place blows up, and Ridley's like, fuck this, I'm going down to the planet below. Also, I just realized, Ridley can breathe in space.
Might be that mech suit thing he's got. No, it's not a mech suit, but the mech.
Oh, he is Meta Ridley. Yeah, you are right. He is the meta version of Ridley.
Yeah.
So yeah, and off Samus goes to follow him. Yeah. Why are we following Ridley? Well, reasons. Well, again, the space pirates are doing all the experiments here. He's the space pirate general. Maybe he'll lead us to something. That and Samus and Ridley have a long-standing rivalry. He kind of killed her parents.
Yeah, I was going to say in the manga, he killed, and then he tries to kill Samus. And then he tries to kill Samus afterwards as well, as a kid.
Yeah, he tries to, but her dad gets in the way and hurts Ridley in the process, but gets himself killed. So yeah, here we are in Untitled Overworld. Also, funny enough, Metroid Prime was the work of Retro Studios, who previously worked on Turok on the N64, which is like a cult classic FPS. While they were working on Metroid Prime, they're working on 4 other games. Those 4 games got cancelled, and Metroid Prime was going to be their last game, otherwise they would go bankrupt. And, well, you can see how that turned out. You know, it's funny, because there's a lot of studios that do that, because Square did the same thing for Final Fantasy. They put all their eggs into one basket with one final game, and that game becomes one of the biggest successes of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Fire Emblem Awakening. Fuck it, let's just go nuts. I'm sure, I doubt it will do well. Oh, well, look, Fire Emblem's back on the chopping block. Yeah. So here we are in the Talon Overworld. But before we continue, I'm going to take a very quick break, and I'll see you all in a second. I need to sleep.
Probably, to be fair, if I did that, I'd probably get yelled at by Maggie constantly until I did
go to fucking bed. Right, so here we are in the Talon Overworld. This is the planet that the space pirates have made their base on for the time being. So yeah, alright, if I was playing the Gamecube version, I could sequence break and get this double jump right away, but I'm not, so we've got to do it manually. Because again, that's what a lot of people do, because in the Gamecube version, you can do this like quick turn by backdashing and turning around instantly, but because the Wii thing is slower, you can't do that. So you can't get, because the space jump is literally right over there. That door over there, that's where the space jump is. But again, can't get it. Tragic. Very tragic. So we've got to do this the main way. Yeah. So again, now that we're back in the territory, it's very much typical Metroid fare with Metroid Prime. You go through each world, you get power-ups, you explore more of it, and you just keep going further and further on. The main goal we're trying to do right now is to get into the impact crater, which is actually located near our ship, but I'm not going to go there until I actually go there. We're trying to get into the impact crater in order to destroy the source of Phazon, which is this blue radioactive substance that the space pirates have been experimenting on. It's extremely hazardous, but it's also extremely powerful, so we can't let you can't let it spread, and we can't let the space pirates get their hands on it. So that's the whole story and stuff like that. We're trying to stop the space pirates and stop the spread of corruption. And the source of the corruption is actually literally Metroid Prime. That is the monster. It's a Metroid, but it's like a special variant called Metroid Prime. That's hence the name Metroid Prime.
Ooh.
Gotta love how it works out.
Ooh.
Okay, so yeah, here we go. This is like the hint system where every now and then the game will the game will say you're supposed to go over here to like get something, but it won't tell you how to get there or like what the direction is. You've got to figure that out for yourself. So again, it's kind of like what Metroid Fusion does, albeit not as handholdy. But again, the hint system's there just to help people in case you get a bit lost. So yeah, now we're in the Chozo ruins. And for those wondering, the Chozo, which race animals, used to live here, and they had a prophecy that Phazon would spread, and then that a chosen hero would come back and save them. So they literally left power-ups for Samus to get. Here's my thing: if you knew a chosen hero was going to save us, why not put the power-ups all in one place rather than scatter them throughout the entire fucking planet? It's really inconvenient, guys.
Mm.
Anyway, so yeah, if you just go, as you can see, you just go through the text and learn about the monsters, learn about their weak points, and just thing. Because Metroid Prime is very heavy on the scanning, which for some people is a turn-off, and I can understand that it can be, because again, you've got to scan so much and so on. But, it's there just to get more flavor text and everything that's going on. But it makes the world feel very fleshed out and alive. So as you can see here, I can't get through this door because I need the missiles, so I've got to go and get the missiles, because, yeah. And look, even right there, the game teases you. It's like, yo, energy tank, energy tank, energy tank, energy tank. Can't get it right now, but energy tank. So yeah, up we go. Yeah, just scanning around through here. Again, the game is very open-ended in like how, breathe still. Well, mate, good to see you. I'm not into the stream yet. I've only just started. This is, wait,
we just started.
Sorry.
Yeah, we just started.
Yeah, the stream's got like another hour and a half.
Mm.
Also, yeah, watch out for those. I think you can walk through them and do 1 point of damage. There's like 20 of them on the floor, so be careful. Oh yeah, those things are like eye lasers, just, So again, we're just going to be exploring through, getting the power-ups as quickly as we can. I haven't played this, again, I usually play, there was a phase where I was playing this game like once a month. I loved it so much. Well, the whole trilogy. I haven't played this game in a while, just getting busy with YouTube and all that stuff, and playing other games too. Yeah, Fire Emblem's kind of taken that place. So,
yeah.
I used to be able to, like, breeze through this game in, like, 100% in 5 hours. Probably not going to be the case with this one, but I'll try to get through it as fast as I can. Because I do love playing this game. I do remember where all the power-ups are. It just takes up permanent grey matter in your head. Also, you also got to, you see, Grinstone means it can be destroyed by a missile. So that's, like, a clue as to, like, where it has to get certain power-ups. Oh, son of a bitch! Go straight from there. Yeah. Just need to go get missiles first. I mean, it is a bit annoying that you had to get all your power-ups again with Metroid Prime, but again, that's just the Metroid tradition, even though it does take quite a bit of time. I still find it stupid how you just lose them all. So yeah, now we're at the first boss of this area. By the way, that's poison water, don't go near it. Again, that's another interesting detail on the HUD. You go near poison water, it will say warning, warning, warning. Again, or like an environmental hazard. Again, it's the little thing. It really is the little things in Metroid Prime that make it just so charming, if you will.
Yeah.
I will say, as much as Metroid Prime looks amazing, some of those water and particle effects are pretty lame. Then again, early GameCube game. Well, yeah, scan this. So yeah, this thing releases these wafts, and you just gotta kill them. The reason I'm scanning stuff is because by doing so you can get like certain just more info, but also in the trilogy you get like special credits you can get by defeating and scanning certain enemies and objects. And by doing that, you can unlock extra things. Like you can get on Samus's ship, you can get like a me, what do you call it? A bobblehead, and you can get like Twilight Princess, what do you call it? Twilight Princess like symbols on it. What do you call it? Yeah, sorry, I'm going to try to play and talk at the same time. Again, we're being attacked by Beedrills. Yeah, until you get your Mega, you suck, Beedrill.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to lock onto it. Again, you should be able to just deduce the pattern as swing around. They don't do much damage, but they can be annoying. I mean, in the Gamecube version, it's easier to snap to them, but again, now I've got 3 so I can just go up here. Oh, like so.
Yeah.
There we go, there's 2. We've got 1 more. Wasps everywhere. Where's the bug repellent when you need it?
Yeah.
Okay, we don't need the arm cannon, we need the insecticide. Second. Ah. Okay, I apologize, but these things are moving very fast. Yeah, I thought it was like one of the best games of all time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm shooting bugs.
Hmm.
Then again, I mean, Monster Hunter's the same. One of the best, most wanted things of all time. In the first couple of missions, you're collecting herbs and mushrooms.
Yeah. Unless you're playing Wild, where it literally throws you into hunting monsters. Literally.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah.
Again, that's the biggest problem people have with Monster Hunter. It's such a slow start in most games, whereas Monster Hunter World's like, nah, fuck it. Antideath, let's go.
Yeah. It's like in the second, it's the second mission. You're already fighting a big monster, where you can make armor and weapons from. It's just like, yeah.
Yeah, literally the first thing you do is climb Zora Magdaros. So yeah, we get a free energy tank. Right. So yeah, energy tanks, they extra health bar, and you get missiles later on and all that stuff. Yeah, Metroid Prime, again, Metroid Prime kind of plays it safe with the power-ups. You don't get many new ones in particular. Again, you get this ice beam, you get the plasma beam, you get the wave beam, you get the power bombs, you get the gravity suit. Again, it does play things, in terms of being a Metroid game, it does play things safe. But that's not a problem, because again, it's more focused on the transition to 3D, and even then, it's like, sometimes playing it safe is absolutely fine. As long as it's good. So yeah, down there, blow that up, and then we get this up. And another nice detail is that Samus's arm cannon switches modes depending on what you're firing. So here it's like an open cross when it's a missile, but normally it's just like this. When it's wave beam, it's wider. When it's ice beam, it's a bit more upright, and when it's plasma beam, it's longer. So yeah, it's a little. Oh yeah, I don't have the morph pool yet. Yeah, we've got to come back here. But yeah, it gives you incentive. Yeah, that's another thing. Nice.
Well, I'm really found out. Question he had.
Sorry, you were saying?
Lewis hasn't faced Fatalis in Monster Hunter World. He hasn't even got Iceborne yet.
Oh, I haven't got Iceborne yet. I want to because I've beaten I've beaten the main games and I've beaten what's his face. What's that that monster that's the Elder Dragon that looks like it's neon lit?
Oh, Xenojuva.
Yeah, I beat that and stuff like that, and I saw the credits. There's just some other quests I've got to do, and yeah, I've got to get the DLC. I want to, but I'm still waiting for that damn
that'd be yeah.
But you were saying?
There should be some other ones. You might be able to. You might be able to fight Kove Turoth as well, which should be fun. Yeah, there's a bunch of other ones.
Oh, there's loads there's loads of Iceborne. So yeah, now that we've got the missiles, go from here. Oh, Breath of the Wild style Metroid game. So what, a completely open-ended one? It's completely open, and you have to just explore the environment and just go play wherever you want, but you can go literally wherever you please. That would be interesting.
That would be interesting.
that could probably even that could be even more immersive than Breath of the Wild, because Breath of the Wild is a very immersive game, but like you still had NPCs to interact with and like characters. Metroid doesn't do that, so that could be interesting. I reckon it could work, but at the same time, Metroid is Metroid is, I don't know, because Metroid, like with Breath of the Wild, even a lot of the stuff you use is like you just pick up in the field and stuff like that. And you've got the innate ability. Link's got more innate abilities than Samus has, whereas Samus really depends on her power-ups. Also, yeah, by the way, the missile has like a shockwave, so if you want to fire at the ground, boom. So I could see it working, but at the same time, it'd be interesting to see how they do that, because again, it was like with Metroid, the power-ups have been such a big part of it. When you take that away and go like completely naked into it, interesting. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is the big one. Guess what 2 points? Yeah, I reckon it could work, definitely.
Maybe not so open-ended, like, yeah.
I just don't know how they'd pull it off as well as Breath of the Wild, because Breath of the Wild had that nice balance of where it was very open and like, you know, it was very open-ended and immersive, but it also still gave you a lot to do with just the base kit. Whereas Metroid is really, really like Zelda games always have you find items and stuff, but Link is more like interactive with the stuff you're gonna attack. What you gotta do is you gotta wait and then shoot. That thing was taking. Oh, yeah. That was quick. Literally, one missile on the thing and I killed it.
Well, what I was going to say is, like, if they did do that, you could probably, instead of having like one massive like giant world that Breath of the Wild has, you could like split it up into like fairly like decent sized planets.
Metroid Prime 3 does that actually, because Metroid Prime 1 and 2 it's one world, Metroid Prime 2 is 2 dimensional. Metroid Prime 3 you explore various planets. So yeah, that idea might work.
I think that would be better than one just gigantic like open like world. I think it would be better if you split it up into like different like segments and stuff.
Yeah,
I think that would be better.
Metroid favors that, because Metroid really favors and really banks on multiple environments and like different atmospheres to traverse. And like Breath of the Wild has that too, but you know, I'm talking about like it has different atmospheres within the same planet. I'm talking like where Metroid's like a completely different ecosystem, completely different world. I mean, Metroid Prime, even this game has that to an like you know, you've got the Talon Overworld, and you've got the Chozo Ruins, and you've also got the Magma Cabins, and the Fendrana. Oh, I can't wait to get to the Fendrana Drifts. Right, I'm going back this way because I wanted to get me some power-ups. But again, the idea is Sarah, tell Nintendo, the idea is there. The concept is solid. It's just how they execute.
Yeah, but you could have it like, as you say, like the multiple worlds, but you can explore them in any order. Like
just like you just choose where I want to go.
But it also encourages like, but then you also get like, I mean, it would be a bit of an annoyance, but it could also encourage like backtracking, like on like one world you get like one power up, and then another world you get another power up that's useful on the world you got the first power up on, or something like that.
Yeah. Again, you encourages backtracking because again, or like maybe if you know what you can do, maybe you can sequence break and get certain power-ups early if you're good enough. Because again, you can do that in Breath of the Wild. If you're good enough, you know what you're doing. They probably have to deck out Samus in a way where she's a bit more athletic or like just a bit more versatile from the get-go. Because again, here, look at me. I can barely do anything. I can jump and shoot. That's all I can do. I'm Mega Man. I'm just Mega Man.
Yeah. What was it? I think it was Mega Man 3 that they introduced the slides. I'm like, I'm pre-slide Mega Man.
I'm Mega Man 2 Mega Man.
Yeah.
Right, sorry. I wanted to go back there, but I forgot I don't have multiple bombs, and without multiple bombs, you can't jump with the multiple, so it's kind of useless. Oh no, they did add some new power-ups in this game. There's the boost ball, which picks up speed, and there's also like the beams also have like variants, like the wave buster and the ice ice spreader and stuff like that. But again, it's mostly normal for the first part. By the way, those magnetic rails up there, that's for the spider ball. When we get the spider ball, later. When we fight a giant rock monster. Yes, this game has a giant rock monster, because of course it does.
Because of course.
Yeah. Well, it's science fiction, therefore there must be a giant rock monster. Or no, it's just like it's sci-fi fantasy. There's always got to be giant rock monsters. Zelda's got giant rock monsters. Mario's got giant rock monsters. Nintendo, we love our giant rock monsters.
Fire Emblem's got giant rock monsters.
Giant rock monsters just one of the most like typical but best, stereotypical monsters ever. it just
Well,
works.
actually, no, my bad. It's a giant mud monster. My bad. It's a giant mud monster. Same thing. Mud is just wet rocks.
Pretty much, yeah.
Trust me, I'm a scientist.
Yeah.
Actually, don't.
I know.
I know.
I have a degree in mudology.
Yes.
Right. If I remember correctly, yeah, you gotta go up through here. Yes, I know where I'm going. First thing first, get the charge beam. Alright, but before we do that, let's save from up here. I'm gonna take a quick break and I'll see you all in a second and just save again. Okay, so the concept I was thinking of, because again, Samus is meant to be a bounty hunter and stuff like that. So my idea was, in this, you play a Metroid game where you've got like an adventure to go on, you've got something to do, and kind of like with the whole multiple planets type thing. But you actually have to, like, you've got a bounty on like certain people, like kind of like expand on what that concept hunter is. You get a bounty on certain people, and like you can fight them at like maybe there's like a limit on like maybe up to a certain point you can't fight them or they'll go away or something like that. But like you're given like a very big window of time to go and like go after them depending on like story events like and so on. But my idea was like, and by doing so, like if you go after them early, they'll probably be a lot harder because you don't have all the power-ups and stuff. But by beating them, maybe you unlock like a new area or you get a new power-up early on in the game or something like that. So it'd be interesting to see how you balance like doing missions on the side while completing your journey and how that will affect the actual journey. If you understand what I'm saying.
That'd be interesting. Yeah.
Right, so yeah, with this, you've got, again, for puzzle solving, you've got to scan various things so that you light up all the symbols and then you can go inside. So I've got to explore this. Ah, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out! Yeah, that was poisonous. There's poison everywhere! Where's the last one? I will say the scan visor gets improved in the next two games because they make it so that the entire object like glows a certain color if you hadn't scanned it. So rather than locking onto a small point, you can just scan the whole thing. And yeah, open the door. There's poison everywhere. Ow! There's poison everywhere in this game. Mushrooms are the worst. It's like anti-Mario. Fuck the mushrooms. Yeah, but man, what a game Metroid Prime was. After getting nothing, because again, remember, before this, and like, again, before the fusion of Metroid Prime, we had Super Metroid in 1994, we had to wait 8 years for a Metroid game. And this game looked like it was going to suck. So,
Yeah.
that was a risk. So yeah, now we've got the charge beam. So the charge beam is like the missiles, but a bit stronger. Also, again, something they did in this game, which I love, is that if power-ups are floating by, if you use the charge beam, you can draw them in, provided you're close enough. Hold on, if I can give a demonstration. Up. No, they didn't drop any power-ups. Okay. I'll show off it like probably in a second. No, okay. Game doesn't want to give me health pickups. I'm fucking being stingy. Right. So now we've got the charge beam. We have to go up to. Yeah, honestly, God, the charge beam feels a bit optional because it's not it's not really mandatory when you have missiles, but hey, it's there, and the charge beam is very useful just for when dispatching enemies. So yeah, we have to head up here. Just a sec. Yeah, Metroid Prime also, because again, it's more of a first. Because again, well, actually, this game is like Nintendo coined it as a first-person adventure. I mean, technically it's a first-person shooter, but because of the elements, it's like its own genre of first-person adventure. So yeah, that's what I mean by picking up power-ups. And there's quite a bit of hefty platforming here. So again, this even though this is a first-person perspective, you are doing a lot of puzzle solving, a lot of platforming. The shooting's there, but the shooting's more to remove obstacles rather than actually just kill things. Doom this ain't. As I said, Doom this ain't. Though it's funny though, because Metroid Prime 3 is way more action heavy, so it's like, Doom this is. Okay then. Right now we're gonna get the single jump. We won't get the double jump until we get the boost ball, which is not for a while. This is Gamecube. We could have got double jump ages ago, but this ain't me. In fact, I don't even have this on the GameCube. Because again, I didn't play Metroid until Metroid Prime 3, and then I, downloaded Super Metroid, and then I played the others on the emulator, and then I got the Metroid Prime Trilogy. I never actually played the original Metroid Prime. I don't even know if I can because it doesn't have the Wii controls. It's like, oh my god, this is weird.
Yeah.
These? Yes. Please go away. Wait. Am I willing to stream Mario the Lost Levels? Fuck no! Sorry. Like, Mario Bros. 1 I like, and I love Mario Bros. 3. Mario Bros. 2 The Lost Levels, because Mario 1 is not the best game when it comes to accurate platforming, it's just no, I'm sorry. I do not, like, I draw the line at certain things, and that's one of them. I know that for some people Mario Lost Levels is a lot of fun, because it is quite challenging, but I'm sorry, because again, Mario Bros. 1 is like, again, it's not the best when it comes to precision, and in that game, precision is everything. So, sorry, but
Yeah.
That's a no on my end. Oh yeah, so now, okay, now we've got the boss. Which is, like, it's this weird flamethrower turret thing and a wasp's hide. Again, what's it with this game and fucking wasps? Someone had it out for B-Drill.
Wasps it.
Okay, it's like, well, B-Drill has it bad enough being one of the worst Pokemon ever. Should have gotten that
Massive dicks.
Yeah, just avoid the flamethrower, shoot the thing, and then it fires it upright and the wasps get pissed off. This is how we get the multiple bombs. Which are very useful in this game.
To be fair, you see BJ in real life, you run to high heaven.
Oh,
That
yeah.
shit's
Dude,
terrifying.
that's the thing. As much as we all want Pokemon in real life, we would not survive.
That shit's
Especially if legendary.
terrifying.
Fuck off. Matt.
No. Yeah.
Matt. Drusian. Well, mate, good to see you. Sorry again, I'm trying to play and think at the same time. I'm not the best at this. Aiming. Go. I think I missed. Again, I like the free aim because it's easier to just do it freely. One more hit, should we do it? Yeah, because isn't Makago meant to be hotter than the sun? It's like, that is so...
Yeah, it is.
Stupid.
Hotter than the surface, hotter than the surface of the sun. If there was one Macaw, the entire Earth would just be engulfed in flames.
Especially considering how
Doesn't
many of
matter.
them there are.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, we got it. And the thing collapses. Oh no, the thing blows up. Yeah. Again, I saw this one image, which still kind of haunts me to this day, where this one Pokemon trainer is like, it's just being like literally bitten to pieces by a horde of Houndoom. It's like, do you still want to live in the Pokemon world? It's like, Pokemon's all cute and all, then you realize, wait, these fuckers are dangerous.
Yeah, they are. Houndoom's flames burn, like, give you an eternal burn. Like, you can put them out, but the burning's still there. That's terrifying.
What's up with this in Nintendo making bugs gross? Well, bugs are like, again, bugs and small mammals are like the most common video game enemies, so fuck it. And again, in the sci-fi set, you can go a bit more, you can be a bit more experimental with bugs, but again, they're just fucking wasps. So again, we've got the multiple bombs, and the thing is, in the Gamecube version, in order to bomb jump, you'd have to wait for the bomb to go off. Here, you flick the remote, and that is such a big improvement. Not so much this game, but for Prime 2 specifically, because one boss you had to fight with multiple bomb jumps, it was the fucking worst. So now it's way easier. In fact, you know what was so funny, Dan? Because, do you know the stories about how Metroid Prime 2 is meant to be really hard? Or have you ever heard of that?
I've heard some stories, yeah.
Yeah, because, because in Metroid Prime 2, there's this whole light world, dark world thing, and the dark world is really difficult because you lose HP unless you stand in certain light beacons. There's this one boss, the Boost Guardian, where there's no light beacons, you can only have, I think, 4 energy tanks at the time max, and the boss just hits really hard. You know what, it was so bad? In the Gamecube version, the main head developer could not beat that boss unless he was in debug mode.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I was like, wow. That's me. Also, Thingy made Prime 2 easier. Oh yeah, you've got a puzzle here. You've got to get through here and activate these before time comes up. And you've got a little like thing to let you know. Yeah, apparently it was that bad. It's not impossible to beat the Boost Guardian. He's just a massive pain in the ass. So yeah, we go up through here, just solve all of this. That is another thing that Metroid Prime Trilogy, it's easier to move and like turn at the same time, because again, you can move with one stick and turn with the Wii Remote.
Mm.
So yeah, last one. There we go. Boom. Also, it's amazing how all these contraptions just so happen to fit Samus's multiple form perfectly.
Yeah.
What if it was like one a bit too big or one a bit too small? It's like, well, I'm fucked. Yeah, it really is. I must say, it really is something else. Again, something about Metroid there, because again, most games are very like, just in general, there's a lot going on with games, and usually there's always like someone or something to interact with. Metroid, because again, it's so quiet and stuff like that, it really is quite the experience to just play through it and be so engrossed in just exploring the world with no one, like no other characters to mess around with, no other side quests to be caught up with, and stuff like that. It's not like a survival horror game and stuff like that, where it's like uber tense. It's just, I don't know how to describe Metroid, again, especially Prime.
Yeah.
It's just so easy to get lost in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, by the way, this was optional. I didn't actually have to go here, I just wanted an engine tank.
Yeah. I have a headcanon that all the music that you hear in the Prime trilogy is just Samus, just like it's just a playlist that she's got on her helmet.
Yeah, literally, that's just, because in real life,
Her favourite bounty hunting
there's
music.
none of this going on. She just literally has a playlist.
Yeah. As she's flying to the plane, she's like flicking through the playlist she wants to play next. So what one should I play this time?
Yeah, no, she got it on shuffle mode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've already been through it. Just wanted to make sure. So yeah, now we've got to head back to the area where we got the missiles, and yeah, backtracking. Get used to it, ladies and gentlemen. This game isn't that bad with the backtracking, but it has quite a bit. You want to know, Prime 2 is the fucking worst though. Ugh. But funny, again, though it is funny that when I first played Metroid Prime, I couldn't fucking stand it. Because, again, the game, like I said, when you're new to Metroid games, the open-ended approach can be a bit, you know, taxing, especially when they don't give you many hits. Like, Prime 2 is harder and has more backtracking, but it's also, you get a better understanding of where to go. So, you know, you at the very least got that to back you up. For me, because at the time I really wasn't good at just finding my way normally without like some sort of a guide, so for this game it really annoyed me, and I just ended up not really liking it. But every time I play Metroid Prime now, it just gets better and better. So yeah.
Yeah.
Again, funny. Again, it's like Monster Hunter. When I first played it, it's like, oh my god, this is so difficult to understand. Why are the attacks so awkward? And now I play it, it's like, oh my god, this gameplay system is amazing. It's so fulfilling, even though it's like it's purposely slow, but it works in all the right ways. Whoop. View. So yeah, there's 2 power-ups we can get here, but I think we can only get 1 at the moment. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've played this. I don't exactly remember. I think there's one I can get, and another one I have to get a bit later on. Hardest Metroid boss? Probably Metroid Prime. No, Samus Returns. The Metroid Queen. The Metroid Queen is hard as balls. That or the Giant Digger. Christ, man. That's me. Samus Returns is legit one of the hardest Nintendo games I've played. Because again, you don't really Metroid isn't really known for difficulty, but then again, so it's fun. I always find it so funny how most Nintendo franchises are relatively easygoing. Then you get that one game that's really fucking obnoxiously difficult.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Zelda has Zelda doesn't. All right, Zelda's got Zelda 2. Metroid's got Samus Returns.
Yeah.
Fire Emblem's got Conquest, Radiant Dawn, and Thracia. F-Zero's got GX.
What hard game is there in F-Zero? Yes.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Yes.
Even Mario. Oh, Mario has Sunshine.
Yeah.
Oh. And Pikmin has Pikmin 2.
All the modern ones. All of them. Because they're buggy as shit.
Every time I turn my head, I keep going back in the wrong way. Stop doing... Okay, sorry, again, I'm trying to pay attention to the chat, but every time I turn my head, it's like, oh, God, and Samus turned around again. Okay, so we just head through here. And we're gonna head. So I've got 25 missiles and 2 energy tanks. Not bad, not bad. I think by the time I head to the next place, I sometimes have 4. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna have to go up, beat the boss, but then just head straight back down. So yeah, gonna go the long way about these things. So yeah, we've got to activate more of these. What do you call it? Activate more of the symbols. I will say one thing for Metroid Prime I'll compliment it for is that when it comes to the backtracking, it's usually whenever you backtrack, you find a new area, like a brand new area of the place, and you don't spend too long there. Whereas Prime 2, oh my god, it feels like just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's very repetitive in that regard. Not awful, just repetitive. Alright, looking around. Oh, there's one. There's 2. There's 2 more. I know there's one up top. I'm just thinking, is there another one around here? Oh. Oh yeah, get rid of that stupid beehive. Alright, there's one there. Not beehive stuff. Ow! God. Fucking bees! That's Samus's true nemesis. Bees! Again, Link it's chicken, Samus it's bees. Oh god, there's more of them! Oh, missiles and hitboxes. This is so great. Get the... Oh. Shoot this. Yeah, you shoot this cross, it goes down for a bit. Don't be too long, otherwise it'll come back and hurt you. Go. Let's just scan visor. I think the last one is over here. Wait, somewhere over here. Yeah, here it is, last one. Thank God. I'm trying to think of other Nintendo games, like in their series, that are really, really, well, no, Pokemon XD and Colosseum are hard. But that's mainly to do with limitations.
Yeah, I found the original Sun and Moons challenging when I first played them. Even now I can find them a little bit challenging, but that's just me.
I didn't find them too... Alright, I didn't find them too challenging, minus, like, the last... the Elite Four. I felt the Elite Four was actually quite, what do you call it? You know what? Alright, while not necessarily challenging, Cynthia is hard. We all know how hard Cynthia is.
Yeah.
Right, through here is the boss. But before we fight the boss, I'm going to take a very quick break, and I'll see you all in a second. Alright, so let's go. Alright, so now we're at the first boss. This is Flagra. It's a giant plant, like, you know what it is? It's like a corrupt, it's a Gigamax Scyther. Yeah, all these other Nintendo references. So yeah, this boss is solar powered, and yeah, it's literally, it's a Gigantamax Scyther. Look at it. Look at it! Well, it's not, yeah. Okay, so the strategy with this boss is you shoot it to stun it. Yeah, but they flash yellow. Flash yellow means you're hurting like their shield, or you can stun them. Red means they're actually getting like hurt. Then you hit these, and it turns off power. Then you go into a morph ball, go to the center, and blow them up. Do that 4 times, and every time there's an extra like solar panel comes up for Flagra. But again, I'm sorry, this is a Gigantamax Scyther. Sorry, Cypher, you ain't sizzled just yet.
Yeah.
Also, in the Gamecube version, because again, alright, the thing about Metroid Prime is, again, I don't actually appreciate, again, I learned, Metroid Prime is a bit of a, well again, the original version was quite glitchy and buggy, and the reason is, because honest to God, Metroid Prime is a bit of a shady history, because they actually did do crunch time on this game. Miyamoto made them do crunch time, and again, I never liked that, I'm never happy with making devs do crunch time. Because of that, the first release had a few bugs. One of them was, once Flagra's track played once, it wouldn't loop, so the rest of the fight would be silent. Samus's playlist stopped working. Oh, I know. I've seen
No, I haven't.
I've seen their support chain. I've read their support chain. Yeah. But you were saying, Dan?
I was going to say, no, what happened was Samus accidentally hit pause in the middle of the fight, and she couldn't like unpause it because he was in the middle of the fight. So it's like, shit. God damn.
God damn it. Also, that's another thing. If it's a trilogy version, it's much easier to just aim like that and just pop them off. Also, by the way, every time you destroy one of the ports, you've got to find a fragment. So again, the trilogy version does make aiming for like boss weak points way easier because you don't have to lock on; you can just free aim. Yeah, Flark was a pretty alright. As the first major boss, I feel Flark was pretty good. Pretty simple, but pretty good. Yeah, again, I didn't know that they did crunch time for this because again, back then, crunch time wasn't so much a thing. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but it wasn't so much a thing as it is now. Because now it's like, unfortunately, it's like a standard industry practice. They gotta always do crunch time, and I don't like it. I'm always happy for a game to be delayed, and Nintendo are usually very lenient with that. But again, obviously not the case with Metroid Prime, probably because it had been so long since the Metroid game they were really banking on it. Again, it's just it's interesting to know, at least. I'm glad it paid off, but same time. Destroyer of ecosystems. Well, Matt, good to see you. Thank you very much for following. And as you destroy ecosystems, I destroy Flakra and the water returns to normal because of course. Because again, typical Nintendo trope: water is poison, beat boss and it turns back to normal. So yeah, now we get the Various Suit, and this is basically we get shoulder pads. The Various Suit allows Samus to basically go into like extreme heat or extreme cold without getting hurt. You can't touch lava, but you can be in really hot areas. So yeah, now we get the beautiful Various Suit. And again, for a GameCube game, I know this is kind of like HD upscaling. It's not actually HD, but it's like it's like HD output. It still looks so good. Like at a glance, could you tell this was GameCube?
No.
Well, some of it's a bit flat, but just in general, this looks like such, this looks like a genuine, maybe even 360 title.
I can see it.
Yeah, one step closer to Drunken Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah. By the way, I might be busting out the alcohol early, because for those who voted for the poll of which game I'm playing on Wednesday, Sonic Adventure 1, we've got to beat the cat. I'm gonna need a drink.
And not a drink of water.
No, not water. We do enough fishing in that fucking game. I'm gonna need an actual drink. Sorry, because again, big stages are like the worst part of Sonic Adventure because I know it's Sega's forced peripheral, but it's like, yeah, the peripheral's dead, and not what you're left with is a gameplay element no one likes. Groggy. I'm gonna be groggy by the end of it. Oh yeah, these things. You can only kill them with the wave beam. Where's the wave beam? Later. I'm gonna ignore them. Also, don't charge beam. They like that. Like, look. Charge me, charge me, charge me. Ooh, charge me, charge me, charge me. Ooh, let's charge me, let's charge me. Ooh, go away. Yeah, so drop through here. And ow my feet. Wait, hold on a second. And ow my feet. Somehow that doesn't kill me. So yeah, we're at kind of the tail end of the Chozo ruins. And where we're supposed to head to next is the Magma Cabins. I'm going to backtrack a bit so I can get some get the power-ups. Why? Because I want power-ups, damn it. Yeah, so go through there. Magma Cabins. That's just 3 different entryways. I can't remember which one's which. Hold on a second. Oh, yeah, alright, this one I haven't been through yet. This is where I'm meant to go. Yeah, wait there. Also, again, the morph ball jump makes some of the puzzle solving way easier, and it helps you can get certain power-ups earlier. Because, again, you can do the bomb jump. Because, again, if you want, you can stack the morph ball bomb with the spring ball and then do a really high bomb jump. For example, hold on, give us a sec. So here, you've got to blow up. You've got to activate each of these slots. Obviously, you can only reach them via morph ball bombs. So this one, you just say, there's one, that one, or there. This one, see, I can't reach it with a normal thing. So what I do is jump, and then it helps me in. Wonderful. Ingenuity. Okay, that's 1. That's 2. And then we get a missile 4. And then an energy tank when we exit as well. No, I need the boost ball for that. I can't do that one just yet. Shame, but oh well. But again, that's typical collectathon for you. Enough of this up. I wonder how many we'll have by the end of this. By the end of this area. I think, well, I've got 30 at the moment, so I'm not sure. Go away. I could also go back to the talent. No, actually, no, I won't go back to the talent overworld because again, when I get the double jump, I can just go and get that power up with it. So head back down here and get the missile that I missed. Miss-iled. Lol. So what do you think so far of this game, Dan?
I'm enjoying it because it's really interesting. Definitely something that I would play at some point, and I'd probably have to like watch like Let's Play first to actually know where I'm going because it's definitely I could definitely see myself getting lost and then frustrated that I'm getting lost.
Like, yeah, I can see that. This is not.
Yeah.
This is as much as I love this game. It's like Super Metroid, not the best place to start.
No.
Honestly, God, if you want to play a Metroid Prime game first, play Corruption. Corruption is actually got me into Metroid. That and Fusion are the best places to start when it comes to, I want to play Metroid. Where do I begin?
Oh, right. Okay.
Prime's not bad, but like, again, don't, for the love of God, do not start with Prime 2. Please don't. Please.
That's like starting Fire Emblem to Radiant Dawn. It's like,
I
no,
was
thank
about
you.
to say that. Yeah, don't. Just don't.
Just don't.
All the suffering. Not to say Prime 2 is a bad game, it's not. It's fantastic. It's just the weakest of the trilogy and really, it's got some really just user unfriendly mechanics, like the stupid, Dark World thing, and the fact that energy-based weapons have ammo in that game. Whose idea was that? I'm sorry. That thing I still don't like. Yeah, considering how fast you pop off shots in like, just Metroid in general, it's like, I don't need an ammo count. That's really not helping. I think this is a map room. Not that I need one, but it's always nice to have a map on standby. Yeah, it's a map station. Yeah, save stations, map stations, and missile recharge stations are present in this game. Save stations also refill your energy. Your health, that is. Yeah, we've got a map so we can see where we're going. And yeah, it's all good. Hold on a second. It came through here. Wait a second. Why can't I... What is that? Wait a minute. Sorry, I'm good. Wait a minute. Yeah, I think I missed something. Hold on, I think I completely missed something. Yeah, this is why you need the map. Yeah, I've not played this game in a good minute. I love it. Thank you very much for tuning in, Aqua. I'll see you later. Thank you so much. We've got Binding Blade tomorrow. Oh boy.
Yeah. Yay.
Oh, they came out the same year as well. Oh yeah, this is where I haven't been. I think it's a save room. Yeah, it's just a save room. Okay, just wanted to make sure. But again, even like the small, like geometric outlines of like what each thing is, it's really cool. I love it. Yeah, it's a shortcut around. So yeah, I've got 40 missiles and 3 energy tanks. I think I'm pretty solid. I usually have more, but that's because I backtracked to like the talent overworld, and right now I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go head straight on through. Double jump. Yeah, once I get the double jump, then a lot more things will open up. But again, that's every collectible ever. You got the double jump, well, you just unlock the rest of the game. Here. This should take me out back to the elevator. Oh, yeah, jump up. Again, in case you want to take a shortcut, because again, I ain't got time for this. I'm speedrunning. Also, okay, unlike, what's different though about Metroid Prime as well, is that your ending is not determined based on your time, but rather how many items you collect. Because obviously, because these games are bigger and you move slower just in general, time is not really so much a factor as it is item collection. Oh, got a new follower. Who was that? It is? Common King, well, mate, good to see you. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I appreciate the follow. Again, we're getting closer and closer, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god, it's all foreshadowed. I'm playing Sonic Adventure on Wednesday. I'm getting more followers each stream. Oh boy. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
It will.
Shadow the Hedgehog will happen at this point.
Yes.
Oh boy. Sarah, if you actually do that to someone, that's really unfair. I want to play Fire Emblem. Here, play Thracia. In Japanese. Let's save that. Where's that downfall care someone? I don't know. Maybe the 1,000th follower will let me, will clear me and say it. Here we have the Magma Cabins. Also, okay, look at this enemy. Look on the left scan. Doesn't it look like Majora's Mask? Someone actually, Elliot pointed out in the SGB playthrough. The underside of it looks like Majora's Mask. If you could, again, do you see it?
I'll have to. I'm a bit behind, so I'll have to.
Don't worry, it'll hold on it for a minute.
Yeah.
Also, thank you very much, Carmen King. I appreciate that you enjoy my videos so much. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it should be up by now. Yeah. So yeah, now we're in the designated lava area with my favorite track in the game, which is actually a remix of the Lower North there from Super Metroid, and it sounds so good. Yeah. They also used this song in Samus Returns, and it's in Smash Bros. Also, giant fire snake. Because, okay. Also, you know what's really ironic in this game? What's one of the best weapons to kill the fire snake? The fire-based weapon.
As you say, you fight fire with fire.
Yeah, true. I mean, the plasma beam in this game. You know what's actually? It's kind of disturbing. The plasma beam literally burns enemies alive, and they scream in pain as you kill them. And it's not like a case of they slowly burn. No, they literally like you know, like how paper burns, and literally just like get engulfed in fire.
Oh.
Yeah. Plasma beam's fucking strong. Well, again, for a lot of people, yeah, first Fire Emblem game was Awakening. It's my second. Actually, alright, because I was going on about hard Nintendo games, for people who do play different Nintendo franchises, what was the first one that you played? Like, for me, my first Metroid game was Corruption. My first Mario game was 64. My first Zelda game was Ocarina of Time. My first Fire Emblem game was Sacred Stones. My first F-Zero game was X. My first Star Fox game was... Was it 64? No, it's actually Star Fox Adventure. My Star Fox game. Oh yeah, watch out for these. They'll push you away. If you get a bomb in their face beforehand, they'll blow up. My first Kid Icarus game was Uprising. My first Kirby game was The Amazing Mirror and stuff like that. So yeah, let us know, like, what Nintendo franchise, what was the first one you guys played?
I haven't played a lot of Nintendo franchises. But my first Mario game was New Super Mario Bros. On DS.
Oh, that's a fantastic one. I love that game.
Yeah. Not the 3DS, but like the...
Yeah. It's so good.
Yeah. Zelda I don't play. It's not my thing. Metroid, I haven't played a Metroid game. Fire Emblem was Awakening.
Yeah, Pokemon was great. Oh, I got another follower. Wow, just raking in all the followers today.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Diane Blade, well met, good to see you. Thank you very much for following. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, nice one.
There's an audience for Metroid, it seems. It's good to know.
Yeah. My first Pokemon game was Ruby.
Okay. You're like Maggie, started in the GBA era.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was too young when Red came out.
Yeah.
I wasn't even born when Red came out, so...
I was just a wee baby.
I wasn't even... you were. I wasn't even born.
Yeah, I was just a twinkle in your father's eye.
Yeah, I was. I haven't played any F-Zero games. I'm trying to...
Star Fox, Kirby?
I actually think Star Fox. Star Fox I haven't played any. Kirby I haven't played any. I haven't. As I haven't played a lot of Nintendo franchises.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Then again, I didn't really grow up on Nintendo.
Were you more of a PlayStation person?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's understandable. I know lots of people that were. I was more Nintendo, but at the same time, I still had PlayStation was still a hefty part of my childhood. I mean, look at Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah. I can still fondly remember playing on the PlayStation 2. There was a Godzilla fighting game called Godzilla Save the Earth, and I fucking love that game.
I remember the Godzilla game. I didn't play them. I've seen clips of the Godzilla games on the PlayStation. They're kind of like open brawlers.
Yeah, it was so much fun. Oh, I loved it.
Good times. Well, again, what's not fun about playing as a giant Japanese kaiju just going nuts?
I mean, there's nothing beats that. It's so good because you just pick up the buildings, and just lob them. It's just like just pick up like. Because that was the thing, like, yeah, because to them it's like skyscrapers to us huge, and then like you pick up the skyscrapers, these monsters, and they barely fit in the thing's hands.
Yeah.
It's like what? Oh,
man, that's giant monsters for you.
Yeah, I think one of the games I played like a lot when I was a kid, like excluding Star Wars Battlefront 2, the original one, because I'm lazy.
Battlefront 2 is fantastic.
Probably like my favorite game I ever played.
We must stress this.
The original one, the original Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the PlayStation 2 was godsend.
Oh, that was amazing. I always loved playing as just like the people who wield lightsabers like Darth Maul and Grievous.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was so fun.
What was it? I think one of the games I spent a lot of time playing as a kid was, I think it was one of the Tekken games. I think it was 4.
Was it PS2? Because that would have been 4.
Yeah, it was PS2. Yeah.
Tekken 3 was the last one on the PS1.
Yeah. Oh, that was so much fun. I remember playing that a lot. I played Soul Calibur 2. I played Soul Calibur 2 and 3.
Soul Calibur 2 is one of the best fighting games ever made.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I had the GameCube version with Link. Right, so yeah, go through here. Oh yeah, again, there's another thing you can do here. Jump up, and soon we're heading to Venturan Drift. And ladies and gentlemen, Venturan Drift is the reason why people say when it comes to atmosphere, Metroid is the best. Because, oh my god, this area is so beautiful. We'll get to that in a sec, though. Oh my god, like, honest to god. If you want a perfect example of how to do an ice level, look no further than Metroid Prime. I'll show you one in a sec.
Yeah.
But before we head up through the elevator, I'm going to take a quick break and I'll see you all in a second.
Oh yeah, Metal Gear was on PlayStation. I didn't play that either.
Yeah, I have not played Metal Gear as well.
No, I've played a Metal Gear game, but I never played it when it was like, I guess like the height of Metal Gear when it was like PlayStation.
It's the same with me and Final Fantasy 7. Didn't play it. I haven't touched Final Fantasy. I have 15, just haven't touched the series. Okay, so here we are in the Venturan Drift, and ladies and gentlemen, alright, we're gonna get an establishing shot later on, but like, I'm sorry, this is not GameCube. This is a work of art. The atmosphere, the environments, the way it's, the composition. Look at it. Oh my god, it is pristine. This is how you do snow and atmosphere in a video game. Like, my god. Again, I want to live here, but at the same time, it's probably freezing cold. Thinking, how's that any different to where I live normally? Oh my god, Venturan Drift. Actual, like, again, when people praise like this game graphically, it's always this area because again, it's so fucking beautiful. So yeah, so our objective here is to get the wave beam, which is going to be our second beam power up, and we're also going to get the boost ball, but first is the wave beam. So off we go.
Damn.
Yeah, and the music as well just heightens it so much. Oh man, it's so beautiful. It's funny. No other area in either Prime 2 or Prime 3 looks as good as this. It's that. Oh. Again, I don't know what the devs at Retro Studios did, but you know, damn. Oh wait, yeah, I'll go for it. Yeah. Sorry. And lower the platforms. Go. No, sorry, I think I opened the door. Alright. G-Trog, well, mate, good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. What's up? We're just playing some Metroid Prime and having a jolly old good time. And also learning that Nintendo, for some reason, has a thing for bugs.
Yes.
Funny though, because again, the bug types were the worst type of Pokemon in until Gen 5. So yeah, we can't fight these things yet. So right now we're just gonna ignore them. Like, yeah, go away, you smell. New enemies. These are baby she-goths. Basically, what you do is you turn around again. You shoot them in the back and then blow them up. So yeah, kind of graphic. You can see like the muscle and stuff like that. They'll try and bite and freeze you. So yeah. It's funny though. For one of the more atmospheric parts of the game, this bit is quite action-packed. I don't think I can get any power-ups though. I think I need the plasma beam for this. So I'll just keep going forward normally. Yeah, I've got to come back here with the plasma beam. Yeah, because again, a missile won't work on a sheet of ice, but a flamethrower, a flamethrower would, but a missile won't work for some reason. Pretty sure missiles are heat-based too.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. But no. Volcarona. Yeah. One of the first bug types to make people go, oh shit, that wasn't Sizzle.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, like, aside from Scizor, what bug was, like, legit really good in Pokemon beforehand? And I mean legit really good.
Heracross? Heracross was decent.
Oh yes, Heracross, of course. Yeah, Heracross was, that was a mainstay.
Scolipede, because that's scary with speed boost.
What was?
Scolipede, because it gets speed
before
boost.
Gen 5.
Oh,
Also, I know Fortress once, because again, just massive wall, like Scizor.
Yeah.
Okay, there was a few. Just not that many. Just Gen 5 had a lot. Like Scavalier and so on.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the Hyper Neptunia series? I know of that. That was like a cult classic PS3 series, and it's a very meta game because it kind of takes the piss out of like video game and anime tropes and stuff like that. Wait a second, can I take this? I don't think so. No, I think I need the double jump. I think I get the boost ball, then the double... I can't remember. You get one of these first.
It's been too long since...
Yeah. Again, I used to play these games really frequently. Now it's once in a blue moon. Not that I've got bored. I've just got busy.
Yeah.
There's a difference. Again, even for Gamecube, early Gamecube, the textures on this thing are really good. I can just come out a bit so I can shoot you in the back. There we go. Oh yeah, Vikavolt was one of my favorite Gen 7 Pokemon. That was a beautiful baby. I'm glad they brought it back in the base Gen 8. Same with Salazzle. Again.
Vikavolt. Yeah.
Sorry, you were saying, Dan?
I was going to say, Vicavolt's cool, it just speed sucks.
Yeah, it's a
So
shame, especially
slow.
for an electric type. Most electric types should not be slow.
So slow. I think it's got like a base speed of like 35 or some shit like that.
That's worse than
Disgusting.
Electros.
I swear it's ridiculous. I swear it's like ridiculously slow.
Yeah, like wow. You expect that from a steel type, not.
I don't think it's actually 35, but I think it's really slow though.
Yeah, well, remember that's the base speed.
Yeah,
the max
that's
speed won't be 35.
Oh no, God.
Cries and Luxray. Yeah, Dan knows how that feels.
I love Luxray. It just sucks. Competitively, it sucks.
If only it had a part dark typing and some better stats.
Oh my god, yes. That's all it need. Like, all you literally need to do is make it part dark and just buff its speed just slightly. That's all you gotta do.
Its moveset's good, and its attack stats good. So,
yeah, just give it more. Like, you don't even have to make it like base 100 or base 90. Give it like base 80 speed, and it'd be decent.
Yeah, because
like that's all you need to do.
I think
base 80 is like okay.
For most Pokemon, I think the minimum is like to be considered all right. The minimum is 70, so 80 is absolutely fine. Again, it helped. 90 is actually considered quite good as a base. So yeah, now we've got the Boost Ball. Boost Ball allows us to like go a bit faster, and we mostly use it to get like half pipes. So yeah, woo! We're like skateboarding Samus. Woo! Let's fucking do this. I'm Tony Hawk, Tina Hawk, if you will.
Yeah. MC Huda, yes, Ampharos is slow, but it makes up for it by being decently bulky, hitting hard, and also having a Mega Evolution.
Well, yeah,
so it makes up for it.
Being slow isn't a problem. Like, Electros is slow, but it is decently bulky, and it has the amazing factor of levitate. It's just that Vikavolt is also part bug. And,
Electros is fast.
I mean, the only thing I think being bug does is that it gets rid of its ground weakness. But, as a result, that means that, we also have a weakness to flying. No, not flying. To rock and fire.
Mm-hmm.
So, Macargo is a no-no.
Yes.
So, yeah. Yeah. By the way, Ridley's also... Ridley. Suddenly, the game remembers that Ridley's a thing. Also, look at Ridley's fucking shadow. That's too big for Smash. Yeah, Ridley's just casually like, yep, I'm still in this game. Just doing something. It's just a reminder again. Just like, yep, Ridley's still a thing. So yeah, now we've got to head back to the Talon Overworld so we can get the double jump. I don't know how okay, we've got 30 minutes left. I wonder how much more we can get done. Because the boost ball definitely helps us get some stuff, and double jump is going to open up a lot of things. So just wonder. Because now Chozo of Ruins is like double jump, I can get a few things.
Yeah, that's always annoyed me. Like some of the stuff in Pokemon is like you have to evolve it in a specific. Like some of the evolution processes suck, but you have to evolve it in a super special area, and that area is like at the end of the game, and it's like.
Hey, Gen 8. Remember the weird Yamask one where it's got to take a certain amount of damage.
That was dumb.
Or how about Surface? Like, oh yeah, I gotta land 3 critical hits. It's like, okay, that's random as fuck.
Who? Wait, who evolves like that?
It's the Farfetch'd.
Oh, Surface. Wait, that's dumb. That's just dumb.
Yeah, it's like, why? Well, again, I always thought ones where you have to evolve with a certain move was a bit silly. Especially because it's like, well, I got rid of this. Oh, I got rid of this move because I didn't know. It's like, where's the move we learn?
Yeah.
Again, I don't mind trade evolutions or happiness-based ones, but again, when it's like location-based, that's when it gets to be a bit nuts.
Yeah. It sucks. I've never been able to use like a trade evolution in the Mac. I've never been able to use an Alakazam or a Machamp or anything like that in an actual game. Yeah. It sucks. I wanted to.
It does. Yeah. I mean, Kadabra's perfectly fine by itself, but you want that final form.
Yeah. Incase is odd as well because you have to turn it upside down.
Yeah,
you have to play the game upside down.
I was doing that with my Switch. It's evolved. I turn my Switch upside down. That's the game can register that. Also, yeah. So, alright. Here's the thing. If you see a structure that's Bendesium, that means Power Bomb. Also, this is a nod to Super Metroid where you Power Bomb a glass tube because there's an ice power up down here, but we don't have the Power Bombs just yet, so we'll get that later.
Oh yeah, Goose is weird as well. Like you have to evolve it in a place where it's raining.
What if it's a really sunny day and we're having a heat wave? Well, you ain't evolving it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Pokemon is weird when it comes to biology. What are you gonna do this for? You just deal with it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what's the weirdest thing for me though that Gen 7 introduced? Wild evolutions. I'm just like, what the fuck? Never done that before. Like you can get wild EVs, but not evolutions.
Yeah.
It's like, good lord. And not that I complain, it makes getting them really easy. It's just strange. So again, I'm in the wild. Is that Espeon? Fine.
Yeah.
Or even like
Yeah.
Wild Gallade and stuff like that. You know, like like Stone Evolution Pokemon.
Stone and stuff, yeah. That makes it wonder, because it evolves with a stone. Does that mean some random male curly just went up and like accidentally touched a Dawnstone or something like that?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
shit.
just out of nowhere. It's like, the fuck?
That makes me wonder how do you get trade evolutions in the middle and like fully evolved trade evolutions in the wild? Because I saw a big ass Dusknoir and Chennai. I was like, how the hell are you here?
Yeah, well, maybe
Who threw a
some
Reaper
Pokemon
Cloth
just
on
will
you?
themselves to evolve.
Yeah, it's like who threw a Reaper Cloth on you?
Yeah, first
Where
of all, who caught
did
you,
you come from?
threw a Reaper Cloth on you, traded you, and then got rid of you?
Yeah, exactly. First of all, why are you getting rid of the Dusknoir in the first
Yeah.
place?
You know
Like,
what it
why
is?
are
It's
you
probably
doing
all the trainers
that?
that soft reset.
Yeah.
You know what?
And then
No,
that's
considering
it.
how many
Who
times
knows
she's
who's
soft reset,
from-
it's probably all of Maggie's Pokemon. Because I know she's beaten the
Yeah.
Pokedex multiple times. So all the wild Pokemon
Yeah.
you find, they're just Maggie's.
Yeah.
She's
And
the
then
reason
there's like
Gala's
these
like,
random,
people even able to
and then
complete
it's
the
like,
Galadex.
yeah, and then there's like random Steelixes that appear
Yeah,
out of
random
nowhere.
ass
It's like,
Steelix. It's like,
what-
I don't,
what-
like, where did someone slap a metal coat on you?
yeah. Like, where you coming from?
Or even like random ass Hitmontop. It's like, all right, well, someone got a certain stat distribution, and because it's like
Yeah.
it's weird seeing just a stray Hitmon leads, because you rarely ever see them. They're usually Pokemon you got to find in a special way. Oh god damn it! Sorry, no, I got it. Yeah, sorry,
MCU
I missed that
that's
joke.
not as bad as MCU that's not as bad as fucking Hydreigon that has evolved to level 64.
Still the highest cap for
Why, Game Freak?
evolution.
Why?
Even Dragapult's only level
It is.
60.
Yeah.
That thing blew up. Okay, so yeah, we're back in the Talon Overworld. And remember this area, this is where we went to go to the phase on, the Chozo route. So what we've got to do is use the half pipe to get up there and around, and that sends us back. So hold on, let me get rid of these. There you go. So yeah, use the half pipe. Whoop, whoop. Also, Boost Ball is how you get through this game like really quick and do like a lot of speedrun strats. Me, I just use it when I need to. Because I'm one of those ones where I'll get through this game fast, but not like using like massive exploits. I'll just get through it as fast as I can normally. Again, I'm not that precise or patient. See, even look here, like there's small like vegetation, it's like small bits of phazon, just getting there. So yeah, so here's the thing. What you could do is, in the original Gamecube one, if you stood by the back of the ship and then did a short hop and turned around, you could actually land on this area over here and get the space jump early. But you can't do that in the Wii version because you can only turn like this fast, whereas before you could turn like really quickly. So yeah, if you're playing the Trilogy version, you've got to play it legit. So yeah, now we get the space jump, which in this game was changed to a double jump, because in the original 2D games you could jump infinitely. But in Metroid Prime, if you could jump infinitely, that would break the game in half. So, yeah.
Yeah. Based on Edge, I'll do you one better. Onyx has a lower attack stat than Oddish.
Yeah, Onyx is like 35 attack. That is pathetic. It's got amazing defense, but even its HP is like 45.
Yeah, it's
So yeah, now we have the
not
space
a
jump,
good
we can
mon.
explore a lot more. So first things first, let's go through here, get us some missiles. Let's put this on standard. Back. Is there one round there? I don't know. I think this is the only one in this area. Actually, you know what? I'll show off one thing. I'll show off the actual what the primary objective is. So we'll go through here.
oh. That's another thing that'll confuse the hell out of me is I don't have an object. If I don't have like an objective of what I'm supposed to do, I'll get fucking lost. I was like, what am I
Oh
doing?
yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, if you don't have someone
It's
to go,
like you
yeah.
put the game. It's like you put the game down and you come back and it's like, wait, what am I doing?
Yeah, it's one of those ones where it's like you stop playing it. It's like, wait, what am I supposed to do? I've had that before. Right, so yeah, this stuff is phase on. So yeah, this crate appears to be the same type of container found in Space Pirate Research Frigate. The material seeping out is ruptured metal, is highly toxic, and it's known as phase on. The compound Space Pirates were used to experiment on. So yeah, and if you stand in the phase on, it scales. So look, ow, 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 ow. And remember, this is only a little bit of phase on. In the core, when you get to like the raw stuff, it's so deadly. So again, you've got to stop the Space Pirates from A, spreading that, and B, using it to augment themselves. Because corruption goes more into this. Phase on, while very dangerous, makes you basically it's the equivalent of what do you call it? Going into phase on mode is the equivalent of like being able to use a Z move, like nothing but Z moves for 30 seconds. Ow. Yeah, exactly. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the long way around actually, because there's a few things I can get on the way back. So I actually go up here. Do I want to take the long way around or not? I know there's a few things I can get. There's one. No, there is another one. Alright, yeah, I will. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get one power up and then take the long way around. I'll get this one power up and then I'll cut back to when we get that. What do you call it? I'll get the one power up, which I'm getting early, and then I'll cut back to when I'm in the Chozo room. So yeah, now they've got the double jump, which is again, it's really smooth in the game. It's a double jump, so again, just kind of. Whoop, sorry, we were glitching out a bit. So hold on. Oh no, I need the grapple beam to get over there. Yeah, my bad. Alright, no. Alright, so sorry. Alright, we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to cut back to the Chozo Ruins and I'll see.
Let's hope Rise is more of the world formula than it is with the other one.
Yeah, I
so.
In here,
I'm so excited to play that game.
Oh yeah, everybody is. I'm going to get that. I know Maggie's getting that too, so I imagine Midnight's getting it as well, so, you know, massive just server hunting party.
Oh yeah.
Because I remember in the early days of Patreon, Midnight and I remember playing Monster Hunter World at one point with Midnight and I think the Tanko as well. And there was also the time Maggie, Midnight, and I played Monster Hunter.
I remember I played the.
Yeah, it was funny because Maggie was at level 0 and Midnight and I pretty much capped. So we were helping her out with like really low level quests. It was hilarious.
I remember playing the Iceborne demo with Midnight as well. You know, the Iceborne beta, that was fun. As the things like I want to play like World Online with people, or like I just want to play Monster Hunter with people, but I don't know if a lot of people in the Patreon server actually play it. So
yeah, well again, Rise probably more people play because all of us have Switches.
Yeah, that's true.
Because again, that's the thing about the multiplayer sections. They're not the easiest to set up because most of us have Switches, but usually the only game everyone shares is Smash, or in these days, Among Us.
Smash. Yeah.
I mean, quite a few do own Splatoon 2, to be fair, but again, it's not that many.
Yeah.
Now, which way was I going?
Yeah. Which way was I?
The map's here.
Yeah.
I was going. We'll go back there. Okay. Oh yeah, I know where I'm going. Up the top. Because that way. Yeah, up that way. Because down there is just where I've already been. Over there is the missiles, which I've been to. Up here is the place I have not been to yet. Well, I say not been to. It's a place I need to revisit. Because it's got what do you call it? Was it got sorry, what? It's I could have got to that platform below that thing. I think an extra missile. Yeah. Need the spider ball for the other power up. Again, it's all coming back to me. It's all coming back. By the way, through there is if I remember correctly, that's like a lava area and you need the grapple beam, so can't do anything. So we're gonna ignore that. Bye. And again, this game runs at constant 60 FPS. Back when being 60 FPS was easy. Because again, pretty much most if not all Gamecube games ran at 60 FPS. It was beautiful. Yeah, back before 60 FPS was like really difficult. Yeah, these days, I swear, it's like, oh my god, this one games runs at 60? That's a blessing. I'm like, oh my god. That's why I like Platinum games. Their games always run at 60.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what's really cool? My brother's got Monster Hunter World on the PC, and it runs at 60. It looks so good.
Yeah. That's got to be a strain, though.
Oh yeah, it is. But again, he's got a beastly PC again. My one runs Overwatch at 60. It looks lovely.
Nice. I just need the money for one.
Yeah, I mean it's not.
That's
it's
the
not easy.
problem.
Again.
It's
Building
like,
a PC is not
yeah.
cheap. It's also the saddest part is getting a pre-built PC is way more expensive.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Lucina, Womack, good to see you. Sorry, I just saw you
Yeah.
right now. Right, I've gone through there. So the next.
But that's the thing, is like for my first, I know it's like not the best option, but for my first PC, I might just get a pre-built one, and then
I
like
don't blame
later
you
I'll
again,
probably.
especially because it's your first one. I don't blame you. Because again, the only reason I got the PC I'm using is because
I know what I'm doing.
supervisor was a tech whiz and he knew how to build them.
Yeah.
So again, for some people, buying a PC is just, you know, it's a lot less hassle. So again, I don't blame you at all, Dan.
Yeah, that's what my wait for like Black Friday sales and see if like Amazon have got any like cheap gaming PCs when that
I don't
happens.
think GBA games can run at 60 FPS. You can make them run really smooth. Like again, the Visual Boy Advanced emulator, if you set the frame skip to 0, then they run really smooth. But I don't think just natively they can run at 60 FPS. It's the same with SNES games. I don't think they just can natively.
Yeah.
It's the same way N64 games can't either. I think all of them at least. No. F-Zero X I think is the only N64 game that runs at maybe Smash Bros that runs at 60 because most of them run. Like Ocarina of Time runs at 20. Yeah, that game lags.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't get through here. Sorry, I'm here a bit early. Yeah, you can't get back here until there's a bit with Chozo goes. What Chozo goes? Ugh. One of the most annoying aspects of this game, I'll tell you that much. So I gotta go back the wall. Goat. No, it's not over there, it's this way. Yeah, here. Back. Go back and straight now. And luckily the area is also, again, another thing about Metroid Prime is that it's not so big that backtracking takes what feels like forever. Because again, that's another thing with Prime 2. The planet's bigger, so the backtracking takes longer. Especially in the Dark World because it's so much slower because you've got to stop and start. I'm looking forward to Prime 2, don't get me wrong. It just has some annoying elements to it. Let's head back through here instead. Again, knowing us, we've got about 10 minutes left, so by the time we get back and do all the, So once we get back to where we're meant to be, that's when I'll probably leave it. So once we get back to Venture Hunters. Then we'll get the wave beam next time and then through there. Oh yeah, and then we get the scan visor, which is, the scan visor is really cool in this game because, sorry, the thermal visor, you get, that's the other thing, there's a new visor in this game, the thermal visor and the X-ray visor. The thermal visor, you basically get predator vision, and it's really cool. I mean, to be fair, Samus is probably deadlier than a predator.
Yeah.
They make for a good fight, but Samus will probably win.
Yeah.
But again, it's also really funny because obviously there's a whole Alien versus Predator thing. But Metroid takes massive inspiration from Alien, and Metroids are basically like the aliens. Or like a mix of they're like the facehuggers. So very much Alien versus Predator is just Metroid. And Samus is the Predator. So back here. Yep, and back to the Magma Cabins. Is there anywhere else I can unlock in the Magma Cabins? Alright, there's one thing, but I don't have the X-ray visor. The thing is though, you don't actually need the visors to actually stand on the platforms. They're just invisible. But because they're invisible, I don't know where I'm jumping. Because I know there's this one missile I can get, but also I think I might need super... again, it's been a while, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just trying to... Again, it's one of those things where you know where power-ups are, but you don't know if they're accessible yet, because you may or may not have certain power-ups. That always fucks with me.
Yeah.
Again, lovely detail. You walk through the steam vents and the eyes get all clouded. Yeah, she's gonna have to take it. I'm gonna have to take this to the dry cleaners, like after this mission's done. Oh, I mean, I like Prime 2 as well. It's not my favorite, but I know lots of people that like Prime 2. But Prime 2 is definitely, it has a very unique edge as far as Metroid goes. It goes the whole light world, dark world thing, which Nintendo fucking loves. Again, if there's one trope Nintendo loves, it's light world, dark world. They do it a lot in Zelda. They do it in Metroid. Again, they've kind of done it sometimes with Pokemon with like Distortion World. They do it a lot. They really like it.
Yeah.
Also, when you get double jump, instead of going through, you can just jump over this. LOL! I love the double jump so much. Okay, now, it's around here, where I think if you jump off, you can stand on certain platforms. I can't remember where specifically. Yeah, see, look here. Can you see, I'm shooting something. Wait, and it looks, yeah, it's bouncing off it. It's not going all the way, so yeah. I love that, so. Oh, I touched it! You see, look, I'm shooting at it. I can see it. Oh, okay, yeah, that is so cool. One second. So I just line up. So I'm aiming for... I jumped a bit early. Yeah, I'm standing on the platform. Now I've got to find the next one. Can't, yeah. Oh, it's sinking. Yeah, this would be a lot easier with the thingy, right? Oh, I'm just going to go hazard a guess. No, okay. But you see, the platform's there. It's just that because I don't have the right visor, I can't see it. That was still pretty cool. It's a fun little Easter egg, if you will. I bet like some enemies just look at Samus like, what the fuck is she doing? She's learned how to fly! Oh my god, if Samus could actually fly, we'd all be fucked. Like, really starts to take off and Samus just flies after him. Get your ass back here! Oh yeah, there's also another thing. Yes, this, you get a Chozo artifact. What's a Chozo artifact? It's that special endgame MacGuffin. Did you know how, like in Zelda, there's like the spiritual stones and stuff like that? Metroid Prime has the Chozo artifacts. They're the worst part of the game because hunting for some of them is a real pain in the ass. Stupid plot movement. Admittedly, Prime 2's got it worse. Again, that's like, I suppose it's like a response to everything. Prime 1 has this one thing I don't like. Yeah, well, Prime 2 does it worse. Prime 3 actually does it the best though, because you only need 6 of the 10. Rather than the other games where you need all of them. It's like 12, in Metroid Prime 2 it's 12, Metroid Prime 1 it's only 10. I think it's only 10 total artifacts, I'm not 100% sure. There we go. Yeah, so I've got the spin up. Okay. So what we do is you go in there, spin with the boost ball, activates this bridge. Here. No, wait. The artifacts, I don't think I can... No, wait, no. It's alright. It's weird. There's this one area right up where you can get 2 things. You can get a power bomb expansion, but you need the power bomb to get it. And the first thing you get is the artifact, though. I find it odd that, like, you know, you get a power up after you get the special plot MacGuffin. That's the plot MacGuffin. Yeah, the Chozo artifact. So here you go. These things. Yep. There are. Yeah. That's the special item we need to get in order to complete the game. Oh no, that's 12. It's 12 artifacts, and I think it's 9 Sky Temple keys and 12 of the artifacts. My bad. Yeah, I got one. Right. I think this is the earliest one. Well, the earliest one you can get is actually at the Impact Crater, but you know I don't need to go there right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ironically, the earliest one we can get is the last one we're gonna get. So head back here and we're all good. Yeah, just I'll find myself a save point and call it a day, or call it an evening.
Mm.
Yeah, again, I get your agreement, Agron. Again, for a lot of people, this is the one part of Prime they don't like, the chosen artifact hunting. Because it kind of breaks the pace of the game a lot. Because again, so far it's been moving along very smoothly, going from bit to bit, always getting new stuff and exploring new areas. Then it's like, oh, you got to backtrack here and get this one thing and all that jazz. And it's always bloody power bombs. Power bomb this, power bomb that, and power bomb this left, right, and center. Right, there we go. Save the game. Cool. Gotta tell you, ladies and gentlemen, sitting like this with the Wii remote, it's been awkward, but we're managing. So, thank you everyone for tuning into the first of the Metroid Prime live streams. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you very much, Dan, for tuning in as well. I hope you enjoyed what you saw.
Yeah, it was really good, really interesting.
Hey,
Definitely something I'll have to check out.
Until then, I will bid you farewell. Have a wonderful evening. Take care, everybody, and goodbye.